Hey guys, I'm just checking my mic. It's good or not? I need to check it out first. Hey guys, I'm just checking my mic. It's good or not? I need to check it out first. Okay, I think sound is good. So let's shall we continue? Okay, I think sound is good. So let's shall we continue? Okay, so uh, I'm just signing into my Odin projects. In there we are learning this. Maybe another account of involving this stuff. Okay, already I already have an existing account, so just log in on that. Uh, okay, now all is good. Okay, now all is good. Okay, so what we need to do is start our foundation course. Okay, let's start from introduction. So we need to do start our foundation. Okay, the Odin project is an open source community that dedicated to providing the best information source to take from zero to full stack developer. In this unit, we will learn about how websites and are thinking about the basics of computer and web program. Each of the following sessions and lessons covers essential basic knowledge, even if you have not the intention of becoming a web developer. Material should help you gain a useful understanding of moving parts involved in creating and serving content on the web. We will start by getting familiar with the internet and your own computer. Next, we will set up environment and learn about Git and GitHub. Then we will go on the basis of front-end technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript before stepping into the backend with a brief for a and covers the basic concepts of backend technologies. By the end of this unit, you should not only understand how the web works, but also be to identify and differentiate between all technologies that you will use to build your own web applications. You will be able to build a basic web page, style it, and add minor elements of interactive while working comfortably with from the command line. This section intentionally covers a very broad range of topics. It's silly to go diving straight into the server side programming without having a context of what it is and why it's useful and why you should learn it. Okay, wait a second. Okay, lesson overview. This section contains a general overview of topics that you will learn in this lesson. Understanding how the audio curriculum works, understand how the foundation course works, how it works. This curriculum uh, works by aggregating the best content from across the internet to teach a specific topic. In each lesson, we will introduce the topic and try to provide some useful context before pointing you to external resources made by others. Most lessons will contain questions that you should be able to answer before moving on. Some lessons will include exercises for you to complete. In addition, we provide several projects throughout the curriculum to help you grow your understanding by actually building things. Try not to think of Odin project or programming as a class in school. It's not material you will learn all at once. Take the test and then pass or fail. You can think it as a snowball. Yourself are a snowball. You are rolling down a hill full of snow. The harder you roll, the more snow will be kicked to you. Sure, snow will always fall for you and you will get forget things often, but that's just part of the process. Don't worry if you reach a project and feel like you haven't written or memorized anything. That's natural and happens to everyone. Uh, the projects are not tests of what you have memorized so far. They are practice points that the information will come back to you and as you start solving your problems one at a time, relying on Google and Odin community for help. Okay. A note about tools. We will often get questions about why this post does not cover language of tools. Truth is just you complete this curriculum and you will not need to take course like this or any. Guys, wait a second. Okay, let's continue. Um, okay, all good. The Odin project. Um, okay, the Odin project's goal is not to teach you any standalone skills and it is not a tutorial. The main idea is to teach you the why and changes the way you think. One of the most difficult parts about this course is adopting the right mindset and even bigger challenges and core ideas of programming. Uh, It isn't just about coding, it is about problem solving, asking the right questions, and doing enough research, getting into a position where you are comfortable with these skills. We mean that you will also be comfortable at expanding your skill set. Once you have a solid base, it will be simpler to expand upon it. This is exactly what the coding project is about, developing the skills. After completing the course, you will be in a position where you can simply jump straight into the documentation for anything you are trying to learn. Reading the documentation is the best way to learn anything truly, but it takes skills to master. Many people feel intimidated by the technical jargon, which is understandable. People who write documentation usually assume a background in programming. This is exactly why we give you plenty of materials to read on your own. The skills you will gain from completing the Odin project will be foundation that you will building upon for years and decades to come. If you come out of course thinking you need another course like this one to learn something like Python, then you either don't believe in yourself, you haven't taken away the important ideas and covered in this course. The skills you learn here are transferable to various contexts. Once you know the ideas and that it is possible to do something, actually finding out how to do that thing becomes significantly easier, and it's simply a Google search away most of the time. Okay, maybe wait a second. Let me share the links to someone. Uh, 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 just watch. Okay, okay, where we stop. Okay. A note about human language. The Odin Project attracts people from all over the world who aspire to learn how to become developers. Please be aware that this curriculum is written in English and maintained by English speakers who are not able or unexpected to translate it for you. As you develop into a programmer, you will find that the world you are entering into is firmly rooted in the English language. This means that the syntax of your programming language, the documentation that teaches you how to use it, and majority of the people in the community are all expecting communication with the English between the English. Yeah. If you are a non-English speaker or English is not primary language for you, this fact is not meant to discourage you but to prepare you. Yeah. Okay. As another part of this preparation, we highly recommend spending extra time on topics or and terms that you do not understand right away. We also encourage you to seek out additional resources that teach about these topics in your own native language so you can understand them more fully. In addition to this, you might also consider using translation dictionaries in your own language alongside your curriculum. So You can readily reference it as you go. We do not have any recommendations on this since there are such a wide variety of languages spoken throughout the world. Finding one may perhaps be a good first step in learning how to find useful tools online research. This is a skill you will utilize and improve as you progress in your learning to be a developer. Okay, what comes next? Once you have completed this course, you should feel you should feel comfortable with the building blocks of web programming, but itching to dig deeper. Though we spend a fair bit of time digging into each of the major topics uh, in this course, it's really just a taste of what comes next and all the cool stuff you can do it with. Okay, the last lessons of this course will give you an opportunity to choose between a full stack JavaScript and full stack Rails path, both designed to further develop the foundation established in this course. Each path will focus on taking these raw building blocks and honing them into a highly functional skill set. The Odin Project is maintained by professionals who have chosen some of the best resources available and curated a guide on how to go through them. If there are no good resources, we write our own. With that said, know that everything is the as curriculum is intentionally included and vital for you to become a successful programmer. As you move forward in the curriculum, uh, each portion is built on something that you know. So keeping things will create a pocket of your understanding in your knowledge that start affect your ability to solve problems and understand the task at hand. Okay, additional resources are the only thing that is considered optional unless explicitly stated. These are here in case you feel like you need or want to dive deeper into a topic to get a better understanding. Do not skip anything. Okay, assignment. Uh, learn about learn more about Odin projects by reading this. Okay, I don't need that. Check out the frequently asked questions section. What's this? Let's check it out. What is Odin project for? How long does it take? That's for online online competitions for expecting button degree. Okay, okay. What is Odin? For legends, you say blah blah blah. We don't provide software, of course. Employees will be much more impressed with your amazing personal portfolio. For this menu of which you hopefully have built with inspiration from the Odin project. Okay, can I get into okay, that's it. Knowledge check. The following questions are an opportunity to reflect on key topics in this lesson. If you can't answer a question, click on it to review the materials, but keep in mind you are not expected to memorize or master this knowledge. It's all important. Yes, yeah, it's too much. I think I already learned read this. Right? Yeah, I already read this. Yes. Should you keep skipping thing? No, don't complete. Okay, I already Read this. So, lessons tell a joke. What is that? Mm, mm, okay, my system is just a bit laggy. Still, we have no problem. So, to improve clarity. Okay, these are the challenges. Mm, okay, lesson completed. So, remove all empty additional resources section. We didn't, we just completed introspection, so I don't know how to complete these challenges, but okay, let's see. Okay, what do web developers do? In short, they build and maintain website. Web developers often work for clients who are uh, trying to get their product or service onto the web. The workers is typically project focused and involves uh, okay, focus and involves collaborating with the team to coordinate clients' need into the end product. The clients could be a tech company, an organization, or a government. The work could involve front-end, back-end, or full-stack development. Uh, Web development could be a good profession for you if you like solving logical problems, building useful things, and experimenting new technologies. Web developers are in high demand, generally have a good work-life balance, and they command comfortable salaries. And Google your specific location to get a better sense of your local web development job opportunities. Okay, lesson overview. The section contains a general overview of topics that you will learn in this lesson. Learn about different types of web developers, recognize different type of client and employees, learn about tools you will be using regularly, type of developers. Earlier we mentioned that web developers could be in the front-end, back-end, and full stack. What exactly do these terms mean? Front-end is stuff you see on website in your browser, including presentation content like navigation bar. Front-end developers use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, know that, and their relevant frameworks are ensure that content is presented effectively and that users have an excellent experience. We know the backend refers to the guts of the application which live on the server. The backend stores and serves program data to ensure that the frontend has what it needs. This process can become very complicated when a website has millions of users. Backend developers use programming languages like Java, Python, Ruby, and JavaScript to work with data. The full stack developers are comfortable working with both the front and back end. At the Odin Project, we focus on teaching you full stack development. Okay, nice. Covering all aspects of web development. Types of career. Okay, now that you know about different types of web developers, let's cover what we mentioned earlier about the different types of clients and employees you may work with. Large tech companies such as Google, Meta, and Amazon have very stringent hiring requirements. If you successfully meet these expectations, they offer excellent pay benefits and opportunities. Startups are a bit like Wild West. For junior developers, it can feel like a trial by fire because of the pace of development. Startups often offer lower salaries and require longer hours, but they may also offer equity in the company and highly unique environments. As a freelancer, you could command a strong hourly wages and the freedom to schedule and design your own products. However, you would be responsible for getting your own work, which means less coding time, managing billing from clients, which can be difficult, and being solely responsible. Strong people skills are necessary for this task. As a consultant for a web consultancy, you would give up some of your freelancing wage potential, but able to focus more on the code and less on the hustle. This option also provides good work-life balance and pay. Finally, large older companies still need web developers. These companies offer a good work-life balance, pay and benefits, but often move slower than a company that's highly focused on tech. Tools of the trade. These are some of the basic tools you will use regularly. You may not know what they are now, but you most certainly will going forward. Google Text Editor. I'm using Visual Studio and command line interface, Stackflow, GitHub. Okay, what's this? I don't know what's really mean by command line interface. Sometimes called command line shells. Okay, okay. I don't get that still. No problem. Let's continue. Motivation. Learning to code is incredibly rewarding, but can also be difficult and frustrating. The strongest assets you can have is care. Guys, wait me a second. I'll come. Wait me a second. Yes, I think we can continue. Okay, what is okay? You already read it. We need to read this. They need to code this in the writing, but can also be difficult and frustrating based on decided to build problems having many questions to face to of setbacks. Okay. The web development industry has a long history of successful developers meeting milestones, so people tend to care more about what you have actually built than how you got the okay. Hey Odin, we want you to know that this will not be easy. There are plenty of other online curriculums for business, but they are often taught in an extremely isolated and controlled environment and cover only a specific topic. Coding first takes realistic view of what you need to know and has you set up and work in your own environment. Much like what you will be doing when you get a job. Sorry, job. It acknowledges that you need a wide variety of language sets and languages to reach an employable level. The, the Odin project is constantly evolving because of people like you who get further along in the curriculum and pay forward by incrementally improving our content over time. Once you start comfortable with the tools, starting on devoting to open source projects like contribute in the okay, and once you start to feel comfortable with the tools, start contributing to open source projects like okay, open source projects. Comfortable. The more let me check what's inside this link. Not using involved. Okay, nothing much. The more you contribute, the more you will learn about what you can do, and the closer you will get into being hireable. These projects will also look great on your resume. The conclusion. Hopefully, you will. Hi, hi. Hi, I am Kiran. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, don't forget to like our live stream. Don't forget. Hopefully, you have gained a better idea of what the web developer actually does and what your life might look like if you decided to take it on a career. No sound? Yeah, yeah. It's when I talk loudly, it will be more clear. But I am reading in my low voice. It's the voice will be something blurry. That's the problem. I have no good mic. I need to buy a new one. So I need to adjust now with this. But if I use my sound more, then the sound will be better than before. But now I am just reading. That's why I am talking slowly. Okay, let's continue. Hopefully, you'll gain a better idea of what a better developer actually does and what a life might look like if you decide to take it on a yeah. I think I need to buy a new headset. Then the sound will be good. In the foundation course, you learn journey through the entire spectrum of a topic that may be totally unfamiliar with, providing you a small taste of each and then moving on. Uh, the following courses will dive deep into these topics. You will build solutions, scripts, projects, and websites to cement those skills that will get you hired. Yes, it's going to be challenging, but yes, it's going to be challenging, but it's also going to be fun. Yeah, and it may even be life changing. What are you waiting for? Assignment. Checking out the post while learning to code is so damn hard, which was written by the founder of the Odin Project. This article gives a realistic view of what the journey ahead is like. Read Udacity's blog post on Frontend backend and full stack developers. So I need to read this. I don't think so. I don't need to read this stuff. Learning to code is so damn. Mm, uh, just, still, I think we can. Uh, reading this will be more effective. Okay, I think we can skip that. Knowledge check. The following questions are an opportunity to reflect on this in this lesson. If you can't answer the question, click on it to review the material, but keep in mind you are not expected to know this. What kind of developer will I think they will teach us uh, to, to become a full stack developer. What are the different types of careers you could have? Front end, back end, full stack developers, development. I think what are some of the tools you will be using regularly? Is text editor, Google, GitHub, uh, and yeah, command line interface. Okay, that's it. Complete. percentage completed. Motivation and mindset doesn't cost. Okay, learning to code is incredibly rewarding, but can also be difficult and frustrating. Okay. Coding it can be learned in a weekend or even a month. With that said, uh, we believe anyone can learn how to program as long as they are willing to put in the time and effort. So before we get into the meat of the curriculum, we will cover the following aspects to help you get the most out of the coding projects. Okay, guys, factors that will help you succeed in learning to code and the pitfalls that you should try to avoid. Lessons overview. This section contains a general overview of topics that you will learn in these lessons. Recognize sensible mindset that promote healthy learning. Understand helpful ways to approach learning and struggling. Things to avoid along your learning journey with you. Uh, the promoting healthy learning, approach learning and struggling. Things to avoid along your learning journey at TOP. Don't worry, guys. I will buy a new mic or a earset because I have Bluetooth headphone. Its mic is really poor. That's why I definitely buy a new one. So the mic will be better than now. Uh, I hope. Okay, motivation. Take a moment to think about what you have decided to learn programming. Do you want to have a fulfilled career that pays well? Yes, yes, yes. Are you excited by the creative outlet programming providers? Yes, yes, yes. Are you determined to develop the skills and abilities to build any app you can think of? Do you want to start your own company by turning an app idea into reality? Yes, yes, yes. Mm, your motivation could be combination of these reasons of um, growth mindset. Your mindset is very important when teaching yourself any new skills, not just programming. Your mindset will have more of an impact on your chances of success than just about anything else. Someone with a fixed mindset that believes if they don't get something on their first attempt, they never will. They believe that they aren't smart enough to be able to do or understand some things. However, there is a wide body of research showing that intelligence is not fixed but can instead be developed. Someone with the growth mindset believes they can get better at anything with effort and persistence. What does this mean for you? It means you can learn new skills and develop a new talent with persistence and grit. What the only way that you will stick on also program goals, you may find yourself questioning your ability to learn programming. When you find yourself in this position, reminds yourself that you may uh, in this position. Wait, you may not get to it doesn't matter how long you struggle with the concept or project. All that matters is that you have the grit and tenacity to see through. That's how real learning happens. Wait a minute, guys. I need to charge my laptop. Um, okay, let's continue. Okay, while you are working through a curriculum, embrace the struggles you encounter with difficult concepts and complex projects. Be sure to celebrate your persistence in overcoming those struggles. Yes, I will. When you find yourself questioning your abilities, reflect on the success you have already achieved while learning to program, the projects you have completed, and the concept you once didn't understand but now do. This is all the proof you need that you can do it. Yes, the learning process, learning concepts, and then practicing them will help you to more fully understand how things work together. Projects are ultimate method for ensuring that your theoretical understanding aligns with how the programming concepts and techniques you actually operates. When learning, your mind will consistently switch between focus mode and diffuse mode. Focus mode occurs when you are consciously focusing on learning, reading, watching videos, or working on a project. Diffuse mode occurs mm, subconsciously at times when you are not actively learning, such as when you are doing the dishes, exercising, or sleeping. In this state, your mind goes about the business of connecting what you have been learning to the other things you know. This is where breakthroughs happen. It's important to know that your mind goes through these two states when learning because you can utilize this to make your learning more efficient. When stuck on a concept or project, taking a break to refresh and let your subconscious work on making connecting connections more often than not yields a solution to your problems. The trick is to put effort into solving the problems first and then take a break. Okay. In short, understanding it. understanding, in short, understanding, practice it, and finally teach it. Teaching what you know to others is a great way to solidify what you have learned and can often reveal holes is in your knowledge that you wouldn't have identified otherwise. You can practice this method of learning by helping others in your community. What to do when you are stuck? You will inevitably get stuck at some point in the curriculum and perhaps due to a concept that you are having difficulty understanding or perhaps due to something not working correctly in a project. Whenever it use the following tools to get unstuck, Google. Uh, Google it. You can be certain someone else out there has encountered the same problem as you at some point. A quick Google search can often lead to a solution. Okay, take a break, allow your diffuse learning state to work on the problem, ask for the help in TOP server. TOP server. Let's join it. Okay, let's join it. Okay, okay. Wait. Come prepared with your research. People will be more willing to help you when they can see you have already put effort into trying to figure out the solution on your own. Additionally, feel to follow the diagram below to help you navigate problems that you may come across. Start. Um, okay. Do lessons introducing concept, practice concept. What the hell is that? Am I aware how to solve it? Finish exercise. No. Have I researched an experiment? Yes. No. Research concept. Have I asked for guidance? Yes. Practice concept. Ask question. If help useful, introducing concept. Practice concept. Okay. I got a brief understanding on it. Okay. As technology advances, we have seen some incredible tools emerge that can help acceleration coding capacity. One particular area that has exploded in popularity lately is the usage of large language models and generative AI for completion, like um, Copilot and code generation, like ChatGPT. While these tools are amazing learners, should be aware of the impact that using the tools can have on core competency. David David Humphrey, a computer science professor who wrote about ChatGPT and its potentially negative impact on core learning. It is good read about the pitfall of using alternate AI in an educational context. For learners who are new to programming. Tools like ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot can research in blind spot and gaps in your knowledge. By using a generative AI, learners may miss the opportunity to discover how something works and why things are done that way. Asking good questions is an important skill, and relying on generative instead of asking people like our helpful Discord community can delay the uh, development of this skill. Learning to talk about the code that brights is another. Learning to talk about the code that one is another important skill. In a professional environment, it is highly likely that uh, you will be doing code reviews where you have to explain the how and why behind what you are presenting. You are the only ability to ask good questions about your code when you require help can help develop the skill as well. Uh, as David Humphrey mentions, the output of generative AI must be closely scrutinized. What? What's this? Uh, okay. Okay. And learners who are new to programming generally don't have a good overall understanding to be able to determine if the output is good or bad. While learning how to provide good prompts to an AI tool is a skill, it is supplementary to developing foundation programming skills. The old curriculum strives to teach that foundation skill. AI tools are designed to answer questions and are not designed to help learners develop research and problem-solving skills. If you ask an AI for information, it will provide information to you. If you ask a human, they may invite you to share your understanding of the problem and offer some guidance on how to discover a solution. Yes, that's correct. Without practice in research, problem solving, critical thinking, interviews could be a struggle since it is very likely that applicants would not be allowed to use AI tools. We do not recommend using AI tools for your learning. Okay, managing your study time. You will not you will have more success with Odin by putting consistency time into it rather than working on it once a week. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I will do it consistently. I hope building a habit of studying every day at a specific time and with specific goal will ensure that you make consistent progress. Okay. It may take you longer than others to grasp concepts, or it may take you less time. This doesn't mean you are smarter or dumber than others. It means you have had uh, differing life experience that um, may not have prepared you for learning those concepts. Someone who grew up around an engineer may have some advantages or or someone who didn't, it doesn't mean you can't learn those skills. The Odin project is like college or university. It is self-paced and allowing you to get a solid grasp of concept before moving on. In school, you are forced to keep up, or you will fail. The difference with the Odin project is that you are not expected to have much prior knowledge. There is no prerequisite. I need to know meaning of this. How can I pronounce that? Uh, prerequisites. Prerequisites. Pre- Prerequisites. What the fuck? Prerequisite. Yeah, it is a condition skill. Okay, 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 okay. I got it. We have had people be successful coming through here who only knew how to check their email with their computer. We have also seen success from computer science degree holders uh, treating the treating the coding process like a static timeline is understanding, but is a sign of misplaced expectations. You don't know how you don't know yet, and that's okay. There are no due dates on lessons in the coding project, so you can spend enough time to do it right and discuss the topics. Deadlines cause unneeded stress. Since coding is a free and open platform, you are not beholden to a deadline. Creating your own deadlines can lead to consequences that should not be rushed. This course is very research based, meaning you will have to do research to complete the task and projects. There's no guarantee you will find the right article or post quickly enough to meet your deadlines. But you will likely learn a ton uh, along the way that you can use in the future. People that do this kind of research and strive to write better solutions tends to become better developer in the future. There is no way to know how long it will take you to learn how to query concepts to find your answer. There are no solid guidelines on that. If you are doing the coding project because you need a high paying job right now, stress and anxiety absolutely do not help you to learn, either relax and enjoy the ride. Pitfall to avoid. The following are some of the pitfalls that beginners often encounter when learning new to program. Try your best to avoid this. Procrastination. Procrastination will be your biggest enemy trying to make progress. Procrastination. What is procrastination? What is procrastination? Acceptance delaying more avoiding tasks, ignoring deadlines, like it is not simply poor time management but self failure leaders practice certain knowledge, avoiding stress and keep adjusting what are tasks meet the practice. Knowing the task should be done, yet it's enough. Enemy when trying to make progress. Solution: the Pomodoro technique is a way that manage your time in order stay focused. The idea to set a timer 25 minutes and to work on the task until the timer goes off. If you get distracted or interrupted during the 50th minute, start the 25th minute, start the 25th minutes of work over again. Once you are successfully focused on work, 25 minutes, take the 5 minutes break. When your break is over, repeat the 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes relax. Sorry, guys. After you completed for 25 minutes, gross of work, take a 50, 30 break. I'm getting too tired. How many, how long I am streaming this live? 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, I'm ending. I'm just streaming 50 minutes more. Then I will end the stream. When you are break, repeat. When, after you completed for 25 minutes blocks of work, take a long 50 to 30 minutes break. The promoter technique is great for avoiding procrastination as it forces you to work with a distraction. Since the work time only lasts before taking a break is not overwhelming, making it harder to rationalize procrastination. If you want to try, if you want to try it out, Homo Focus is a customizable Pomodoro timer that works on desktop and mobile browser. No taking breaks. As you get into the channel, you may feel compelled to continuously study for long periods and train. It might seem like you are getting more work done at first. It often leads which consequently results in lower productivity. My headphone charge is getting very low. I need to end this live, but I need to complete this also. Okay, I am going much as I can faster. It may seem counterintuitive, but you will actually get more than if you regularly step back to uh, recharge your brain and body. Studies shows that Performance increases and after breaks of all durations from extended vacations down to micro breaks of 3D seconds, 3D seconds, sorry, 30 seconds. John Turcos, Associate Professor of Management at the University of Toronto, says that mental concentration is similar to a muscle. Our focus becomes fatigue after sustained use and needs a rest period to recover, recover, just like a bodybuilder resting between sets at the gym. Solution: use previous mentioned Pomodoro setting technique and reduce of how long you take well deserved. Take pay, experience frequency and duration of breaks. What to do during your break? Listen to music, journal, doodle, meditate, play activity, go for a short walk or uh, outside. Check out this article for habit for solution. Also, sorry. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Sorry. Where we stopped. Okay, let's uh, stop from here. Next time I will do live. Maybe it's tomorrow. Okay, I hope I will go live on tomorrow. Maybe morning or evening. Don't know. So stay tuned for that. I'm ending this live. Bye.